In a televised speech last week, Russian President Vladimir Putin declared the partial military mobilization of his nation's reserves, a move that appears to have been prompted by his forces' combat defeats in Ukraine. Many Russians immediately after the news began to leave the country in whatever way they could, desperate to avoid being sent into a war that has resulted in tens of thousands of soldiers being killed or wounded in just 7 months. Google searches for ways to exit Russia increased, one-way tickets went on sale, and videos of the traffic at Russian border crossings started to surface online. Long lineups of vehicles at intersections may be seen in recent satellite photographs shared on Monday by the commercial satellite photography business Maxar Technologies. Maxar captured images of the Kyiv border post on the Russian side of the border with Mongolia using satellites on August 15, before Putin's announcement, and September 23, after the declaration of partial mobilization. Pictures taken in September reveal a dramatic rise in traffic at the border crossing. Additionally, Russians have attempted to leave the nation by entering Finland, which it borders on the northwest. A representative of the Finnish border guard named Matti Pitkänäiti claimed on Monday that more than 8,000 Russians had entered the nation on Sunday, more than doubling the number that had been estimated on the Sunday before Putin's mobilization announcement. Many of them who arrived at the border, according to Pitkänäiti, are traveling to other nations. On Sunday, more than 5,000 Russians departed Finland. The volume of border traffic along the land border between Finland and Russia has remained greater than in recent weeks. The future is fraught with uncertainty. He stated over the weekend that the Finnish border guard was ready for all types of developments, including challenging ones. In a report, Finland's border guard stated that since last Wednesday, the day Putin made his declaration, traffic along the country's eastern border with Russia has remained active. "We thoroughly inspect each arrival." The Finnish border guard acknowledged that weekend traffic contributed somewhat to the surge, but added, "We remain watchful and prepared for any changes in the situation." The Russian president's announcement from last week, which was politically dangerous for him, has encountered some opposition. Following the news, Russians from all over the nation came to the streets to oppose the war, where many were detained by riot police, some of whom behaved brutally. On Monday, a Russian call to arms even resulted in a shooting at a nearby recruiting office. Russia has been promoting stop-loss measures in the meantime to keep its military size the same. For instance, the lower house of the Russian parliament recently approved legislation that increases the maximum sentence for troops who desert their regiments from 5 to 10 years in prison. The legislation makes hints that the punishment might also be levied against people who try to avoid the new mobilization order, but this is not yet apparent.